the Minimalist channel. I'm Katie, and I like to come on here to help all of us live a more experience-based life through minimalism. Like I say on the podcast, I'm not going to give you a challenge and not take it upon myself to do the same thing. So let's get on with the challenge. Now, before I start, I know that everyone practices different holidays. However, I practice Christmas and Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year's, all the pretty traditional holidays. And so if you celebrate different holidays, feel free to kind of fine tune this to your situation and whatever you practice. You're gonna start out by making a list. You need a meaningful side and you need a stressful side. What you're gonna do now is fill up this list and basically just write down everything that is stressful or meaningful to you. Some of the items will be on both sides, so keep that in mind as you're making your list. If you can't decide which side it goes on, it's quite possible that it goes on both sides. So, get to it. Okay, I made my list. And as you can see, it's pretty even. I was kind of actually surprised about that, but we're gonna see what we can get rid of on the stressful side. I'm gonna go over the meaningful side first and make sure that those things can all stay on here. So, for meaningful, we've got popcorn tin. Every year, we get a popcorn tin at the beginning of the year, and we usually just have it kind of available as a snack. This year, I think we will still do that. The next on the list for the meaningful side is Christmas decor. And we always decorate for Christmas, and this year we are going to be kind of going back and forth with caregiving, and so we are going to do our best to decorate the room that we are occupying, and we're gonna get a little live tree, and we will go ahead and probably put up a few things in the room, and most likely I'll just let my kids craft some decorations and that'll be it. Keep it simple. The next one is goodie plates, and it's on both sides. So I'm gonna tell you, each year I usually do a really pretty elaborate Christmas goodie plate. This year it's a little bit more difficult and things are a little bit stressful. If my kids would like to make something for some of their friends, I'm gonna go ahead and let them kind of determine how we're gonna do that. So kind of lead that this year. Other than that, crossing it off the list. That is both on the meaningful and stressful side because I loved making goodie plates with my sisters and my mom as a kid. And so I've carried on that tradition, and some years I can't do it. This is one of those years. Also on the meaningful side is special night. So special night is a tradition that my husband's family started, and all of his siblings and parents, they still do it. So basically it's a night where we kind of talk about the story of Jesus, his birth, and Mary and Joseph and their travels. Also try to not use electricity or things like that, and so we sit around a table and eat foods they would have eaten by candlelight and all that sort of thing. And it's just a really special night. We are leaving that on the list, and yeah, we will do that one. Christmas gifts are on both sides, and obviously we are not going to not give Christmas gifts this year because I just don't think it would go over well, and I don't really not want to give Christmas gifts. There may come a time where I don't want to and my husband doesn't want to, but we're gonna do it this year. For our kids in particular, I think we're gonna do like a book or some books, something to play with, and then an experience. So we're just gonna keep it pretty simple for them. And then for others, we've really cut the list down a lot, and we will just be giving some things that we picked up over the summer as we were traveling. The list is very short, and we're gonna stick to it this year. So putting a check by that on both sides. The list is looking messy. Okay, next on the meaningful side are going and looking at neighborhood lights. Of course we're gonna do that. It's easy to do that and it's fun. Okay, Christmas daring contest. That is something that my son created one year when we were drawing up our Christmas calendar, which is something I really strongly suggest you do. Come up with a calendar for December, and we just make one on one of those big poster board things, and we hang it on the wall and we write all the things down that we want to do on it. I really like it because it lets us know when we have enough, but it also lets us know when we are trying to fit too much in. So one night we had like a couple more nights we could fill in, and my son was like, well, how about the Christmas daring contest? And so this is our 4th annual, and I think he's won every year. So yeah, we're gonna do the Christmas daring contest. We do Christmas pajamas on Christmas Eve, and it's the one present that the kids get to open up, and so we will be doing that. And they need pajamas, so it's a win-win. Okay, also on the meaningful side are Christmas books under the tree. So I remember one year, several years ago, it looked really bare under the tree before we had any presents, and it kind of bothered me. And so I went around and I found any Christmas books, and I think I ordered or purchased them, and I just put them under the tree. And so that's become a tradition in our family, and we usually read a story every night from some of the books that we have. And I was able to pick up a couple in the summer, and I've just kind of tucked them away. I'm a sucker for books. I'm an author and a mother of readers, so what do you do? Okay, on the stressful side, cross them off, people. Okay, accompanying musical numbers. I am a pianist, and I often get to play for people that are singing and playing musical instruments, but this year I'm not doing it. I just don't have time. Secret Santa is something that we have participated in the past, and we're just not gonna do that this year. Okay, another thing we have is our congregation in particular does a festival of nativities, and it is so beautiful and special and wonderful. And I've tried to volunteer. I volunteered a couple of times, and my husband always volunteers. One night he got security duty on a night he had to work, and he was up all night, and then he had to go to work the next day. And I was like, why did they give you like a 5-hour shift? Oh, I think someone didn't show up. So he had to take 2 shifts, and it was like all through the night, and then he had to go to work the next day. I need to warn him not to sign up for security duty. We've also donated our nativities to be put on display. We've done different things in the past, but this year we are just going to enjoy anything like that we get to participate in, but we're not gonna volunteer. Parties. Okay, there's one church party. They're doing like a Christmas breakfast. We'll probably go to that. Other than that, probably no. And I don't really even think that the church thing counts. I'll leave it kind of checked, I guess. I'm open to parties as long as they're not stressful. For Christmas Eve dinner, we usually do pizza. I make homemade pizza. I learned how to make a mean crust for my mama, and so I don't know how this year's gonna be though. So I'm gonna leave that one kind of like, I'll put a question mark. In the past, we have thrown Christmas parties. Not this year. So, as I look at my new list, I feel pretty good about this. This is manageable, this looks fun and exciting, and it actually makes me look forward to Christmas. So, I know a lot of people say that Christmas is just all about consumerism, but I really, really try to not make it about consumerism by having some really sweet, fun things to do on the calendar that focus on family time and bonding and just enjoying being in a generally happy community. I just really enjoy that so much. The list helps people. Make your list. I hope it helps you to have a very pleasant Christmas season, or whatever holiday it is that you will be celebrating. This is our minimalist Christmas list. If you happen to hang out on Instagram, tag me. I would love to see what your list turns out like. And I am at How to Be a Minimalist on Instagram. Makes sense, right? Thank you so much for watching. I know that you have a lot of options when it comes to YouTube, and so thanks for choosing to watch my channel. If you want to make sure that you stay in the know with what's going on with the minimalist challenges and other videos that I post, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you see the notification bell anywhere, that will let you know when you have new videos from me. So that's another one to hit. Also, if you can please throw a like up here or leave a comment, that really helps the channel, and I would love to hear from you. Remember, it's all about the experiences, not the stuff.